Hey Boo Crew, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt Monster High, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up at the end of the video. Now, this is a video a lot of you were asking me to do, a long form step-by-step on how to take care of your Monster High dolls, especially Generation 1. As we know, most of us buy Monster High Generation 1 dolls either out of box, used. So we're gonna do a restoration video. This is a Toralei Catastrophe Power Ghouls doll that I got from a haul that I found on Facebook Marketplace. So she's definitely played with, and she's even missing her tail. I only realized that later on, which for this doll specifically, that doesn't bother me, so I'm not even gonna sweat. But we're gonna bring her back to life, and I'll show you how, especially because we know Generation 1 dolls often have glue seepage, and I'll show you what I use, which is a trick that I've learned on TikTok a long time ago from Dolls Worlds, and absolutely love him, and this technique works really well for me. So I took it and ran with it. I'll show you step by step, but as usual, if there's something that's not as clear, I'll try to be as clear as I can, but if there's something that you would like me to explain, feel free to ask me any comments in the questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question, so definitely let me know, and I'm more than happy to help out. And if you don't follow me on other social media platforms, you can find all of my official social media platforms on mattmonsterhigh.com. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. She even has a little paper attached to the back of her head, so she wasn't even like fully unboxed. Or I mean, she was, but then whoever played with her as a kid did not mind. Love that for them. Keep in mind that what I'm going to teach you, you don't have to do it the ponytail. I'm going to do it because that's her official hairdo, and I'm going to give her the same hairstyle. But at the end of the day, you can follow these steps and they're going to be perfect, especially if you want your doll hair to be slick straight. Follow these steps. I'll do a proper one for curly hair later on. We're going to start by undressing her, and like I said, I do need to cut off the tags. And let me tell you something, that hair is full of glue seepage. The elastic she had disintegrated, so that's gonna be fun, but it is what it is. Look at how gross her hair is right now, and she does have the little black spots, which I'll give you a heads up, that's gonna fade once I wash it, which is completely fine. But let me show you everything that I'm gonna need to get rid of the glue seepage. The product I use, and I'm not being sponsored, I wish I was, it's Sif Cream. I bought it from Amazon, so you can get it pretty much anywhere. Just Google Sif Cream and you can get it. There are many versions. It doesn't matter which one you use. Mine is just the regular one. I've had people ask me that before. What if I use a different one? Not that I've used different ones before, but they kind of do the same thing. It's just like a different formula, I assume. Essentially, these are cleaning products and they remove grease. So maybe that's why it works. But make sure to get a pair of rubber gloves. Mine are falling apart because I've been using the same ones for so long because it doesn't really matter. You don't want to touch that with your hands, trust me. And then we're going to use a comb. Mine is a 2-in-1, so it has a fine part and a wide part, which to me that's really important because I start with the wide comb and then I switch it back to the fine comb. But I'll show you how I do it. First things first, I will be washing everything she comes with because she was so dusty. So here's the first step, right? Especially if you're buying a used doll, you want to make sure she's clean and not just the hair, but everything else. I'm going to use warm tap water. I get a little container. Make sure it's deep enough so you don't lose any accessories because I've done that before. I've lost earrings and then I had to buy replacement earrings. And then add some dish soap. That's your best friend. And then get a separate container because once you rinse out the items you're washing, you can just easily place them in a different container. So I'm just going to use this bowl. But let's get started. So we're going to do that with every single piece. Wash, rinse, put it in the bowl, and we're going to do it for everything else, including the doll stand. Now for the clothes, what I do, I just rub my fingers against it like really carefully. I don't want to rip it, I don't want to ruin it, so just be as gentle as you can. And dish soap's gonna be your best friend, like I said. And then I just dry it with a towel a little bit to get rid of most of the water. But then after that, I just lay another towel and then I put everything on it and let it air dry. Because she's used, I will be washing her face, her body, and everything using warm water and dish soap. I'm gonna apply dish soap all over her, and you know, just to get rid of that yuckiness because this doll is old and she's been played with and stored and moved around a lot. So once we're done, we're gonna move to the hair. I'm gonna start with the Sif Cream. Now most times I apply as much as I can, and we're gonna start by spreading the product and rubbing it on her hair directly. Once you feel like the product's everywhere, you're gonna get that comb. We're gonna use the wide part, start from the tips and work your way up to the roots, so that way you don't pull the hair. But I'm sure if you're watching this and you have long hair, you know how to comb hair. Start from the bottom and you work your way up. So we're going to do the same thing, and please take your time. So the comb's going to help break down that glue seepage very nicely. Once you're done with the wide comb, switch it to the fine comb and make sure to do it again. Definitely take your time. This step is crucial. A lot of people think it's just a simple wash and it's done. No, it works, but you do have to put in the work and you do have to comb multiple times. But once we're done, I'm gonna rinse it out completely. You can even comb in between. Now I'm going to use dish soap to get rid of all that remaining products that is probably sitting in her hair. Dish soap, again, your best friend when it comes to restoration. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with Sif Cream, but with dish soap. So I'm going to comb, I'm going to wash, comb until I feel like it's completely clean. Rinse her out completely. Do not leave any soap. After that, I'm going to get conditioner. And yes, but Matt, you're not depositing nutrients in her hair. Why are you using conditioner? Yeah, because of its softening properties. I heard a lot of people use fabric softener, but I learned that it is not recommended. So if somebody tells you that does nothing, please use softener, like, no, do not do that. That's gonna eat the hair up with time. That's proven. That's science. That's chemistry. Do not use it. It works and it might smell really nicely at first, but it will ruin your doll over time. Leather that in. And now I'm going to use a pet brush. I got this from like Petco. So it's literally a brush that you use on dogs and cats. With the conditioner in her hair, we're going to go ahead and brush it as much as we can. That's also going to help soften the hair. So it's really important that you keep the conditioner in while you're doing this. I know I only post shorts of me doing it, so it makes it seem like it's a quick process, but trust me, it is not. Once the hair is fully brushed, I'm going to bring her back to the sink. Make sure you rinse it thoroughly. Some people do leave some conditioner in the hair, which is completely fine. It might cause flaking later, so I do not. But that's my personal preference. Now that she's fully rinsed, I will use a rat tail comb to separate the hair to make sure every strand goes where they belong. I've had my fair share of trial and error and messed up a bunch of dolls, and you know, now it's the fun part. We're gonna boil some water. Yeah, so a boil wash is definitely necessary, especially with older dolls. What it does, it relaxes the fiber and it makes you able to change its form per se. So definitely also, because we're going for a straight look, keep a comb nearby so we can comb while we boil. I'll show you how I do it. I'm getting ahead of myself. Now, as of temperature, the best temperature for saran hair is 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. I'm very lucky because my cat will let me choose the temperature I want the water to be in. But if you are boiling your water on your stove, make sure to have some kind of thermometer, because if you do go above that boiling point, there might be a chance that you can ruin your doll, and you don't want that. Now that it's 212 degrees, I'm gonna put that boiling water in the mug, very demure, and then I'll let her sit there for about 5 minutes. Within those 5 minutes, I will get that comb, the fine comb, and I'm gonna comb her hair with the hot water in it, because that's gonna help soften the hair and make it a little straighter, which is what you want. So dip it in, comb it, dip it in, comb it for like 5 minutes. Now is the not so fun part, which in my opinion always gets the best of me, because let's say your doll does not have an updo, does not have a complex hairstyle. All you're gonna do is calm it down or brush it down and let it air dry, and there you have it. It's just gonna be beautiful. But in my case, Torlai has a ponytail, so I'm gonna try and reproduce her original hair, or at least try. Now that she's ready, I will let her air dry overnight. Do not use heating tools. I know a lot of people are like, oh, can I use a blow dryer? I wouldn't recommend it. No. Just let her air dry. It will take time. I do it overnight. Gonna let her sit there. I'm gonna go to bed and then I'll finish her in the morning. So let's go. Morning time came. Her hair is dry. Let's dress her up. I'll get everything ready. And that's when I realized her tail wasn't there. And I'm like, oh my god. But you know what? It is fine, especially with her cat suit. I think her not having a tail does not bother me. So let's dress her up and let's take a look at the before. Very messy. You could tell she was dirty. Her hair was like full of glue and not good at all. Not good at all. Not a good look. Now, these are our final results. She looks so fierce. The hair is just perfection. Pun intended. And even the clothing, you can tell like they are clean. Before they looked a little dusty and weird, and now it looks so clean. She looks fresh out of box, or even better, right? Because we know how box hair can be sometimes, but look at that. She's shining. Look at the movement of her hair. It's so loose, so soft, and it smells really good. I wish you guys could smell it. If I can do it, so can you. I showed you every single step. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to show you everything I did, because I know that shorts and reels and TikToks and all that stuff, like, it's so quick. Sometimes we miss a step or two. So I just wanted to give you guys the full details and explanation and tutorial of how I do it, and it works for me. Now, I know there are many other ways to do it. This is not the only way. This is not the right way, but this is the way I do it and it works for me. So I'm showing you how to do it too. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have any other questions, I will be doing a long form curling tutorial. And there you have it. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Love you.